President Donald Trump's neighbors, Mar-a-Lago, are taking legal action to try to convince him to leave. Trump's Florida neighbors are not happy with him wanting to be their permanent resident, according to Washington Post. Neighbors reportedly wrote a letter to Palm Beach authorities and the U.S. Secret Service saying Trump had no legal rights to live there full time, citing legal precedent from an agreement that Trump signed in 1993 when he sought to turn what he had been a residence into a private club. Under the terms of the agreement, no guest is permitted to stay in the club for more than 3 non-consecutive day periods during 1 year. According to the Post, the letter says Palm Beach authorities should promptly notify Trump he is not allowed to live in Mar-a-Lago to avoid an embarrassing situation in which a former president had to be evicted. That's it. You like the story. Danielle likes this story a lot. Opinions? Adam? Thoughts?
I'm trying to get Kai this thing over here. Okay, about
What did he
Trump?
say to Epstein? Oh, I like him. He likes young girls. Yeah, sorry.
What do you say about what they're doing? Kai, do you have an opinion on this? You look like you want to say something.
Yeah, I just sent Kai something. Yes, I do have an opinion. Go ahead, Kai. You can interject. Check your text, though, Kai. Tell me if you know that word.
If it's signed in contract, then I don't think there's too much he can do. I mean, obviously, he'll probably try to fight it, but if it's signed, it's signed.
Here's where I think Trump should live. I think Trump should live in the state where he received the highest percentage of the votes. That's where I think he should move. No more Mar-a-Lago. I'm sorry. You need to go to your base. So he needs to go to either Wyoming, Alabama, West Virginia. That's his people. That's where he needs to go. If he loves those people and he loves them so much, that's where I think he should live. No more with Mar-a-Lago. I think, and I'm not even saying that disrespectfully. I mean that. You love these people. Go live there.
Stop it, buddy.
What?
Stop it.
Hillary Clinton, she won the most votes in New York. She moved to New York.
Yeah.
Obama,
Yeah, I
he's in
registered
Illinois.
to
There
vote
we
so
go.
that I could vote against her because
I
I said she
think
was coming
Trump
into
should
New
go
York.
live in West Virginia. That's where I think he should go. No more Mar-a-Lago for you. Double down. I want the double down.
When I was at Breakers a couple months ago, I asked a lot of people, I'm like, so how do you guys feel about Trump being here? How do you feel about Trump being here? How do you feel about Trump being here? It was mixed feelings on what a lot of people said. Some of them who were on the higher ups, they said, look, we kind of don't mind him because he increased the value here, and a lot of people want to move here. I went and looked at Trump's house that's on the market right now for $135 million. Went through the realtor, who's a very good friend with Trump for the last 32 years. While I'm speaking to him, Steve Wynn called. We're having a conversation, all this stuff. So we look at the beautiful home, $70 million of art in there to be able to get the audience to be more excited about wanting to make a bid on this $135 million home. So there are those that say he did very good for the city, okay, to bring Mar-a-Lago and do what he did. There's those that say when he's here, roads suck, transportation I can't get through. There's a 3-hour wait because when he wants to go to the beach, the Secret Service goes, and I'm so sick of it because I can't take my route. If I want to get home, I don't make it on time. There's only one way for me to make it home. It takes me 2 hours to get home. So there is, because if you've been to Palm Beach and know how the city is, you literally only can go there from a couple different places. It's not like there's so.
It's like trying to get off the freeway in New Jersey.
I understand what they're saying. I actually understand what they're saying. Don't forget, Jared Kushner and Ivanka bought a house on one of those islands down there. So there's a part of it that I understand for how the community is being affected by it. The other part of it is the guy's he's going to go want to live wherever he wants to live. If we just say you can't live in a place, he's going to find a way to revoke this and figure out a way to live anywhere he wants to live. The guy has enough money to go buy a house anywhere, but he likes Palm Beach. He likes Mar-a-Lago. Who knows what's going to happen with what he's going to do. I hope whatever I say right now, I hope whatever takes place next, as Biden, you got the Electoral College came out, December 14th, that they came out, it's official, it's this, it's that. Okay,
McConnell
McConnell came out and Putin called and all these guys are calling, okay, so we're going in this direction. I hope that both the media, like the other day, Jake Tapper came out and said what thinks Trump's done good. Okay, he actually said a couple things that Trump has done good on his administration.
Sort of sarcastically, but he did give him credit in the beginning.
He did give him a little bit of credit. I hope there's some of that going on because, that could also calm him down for him to go away and just kind of do his own thing. Okay, I hope the media also doesn't constantly poke the bear over and over and over again, which I don't think that's going to stop.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Number two,
I don't think he's going to calm down and go away.
Let me give the number two. I hope he does a little bit in the transition. I don't think he's going to because he and his base fully believe there was fraud, which there's a lot of proof of it. You can see a lot of proof of it. But in court, It didn't hold weight. And to be able to have your proof go to the next level, you got to be able to get the justices to side with you. You got to be able to get some of these governors to want to turn things around. You got to be able to get some of these local justices. And unfortunately, it's battle after battle after battle. He keeps losing.
Let me ask you, we keep saying proof, and there's a lot of people out there that believe that there was fraud. Cool, I respect your opinion. But at what point, when every single court says, no, there wasn't, at what point was every single state governor, secretary of state
how many
at what point did they say, all right, like, you lost?
How many liberal fans of Hillary Clinton who love Hillary Clinton can you convince that she lost the election to Trump? How many?
So there's actually a number on that. 30% of people, 30% of Democrats were thinking that there was illegitimate. 30%.
Okay, there you go.
75% of Republicans. So more than double.
That's normal, though. That's not a big number.
What do you mean? 30% of Democrats basically said, no, it's illegitimate. We don't believe that Trump's the president. 75% of Republicans now.
Said what? That
it's
Biden?
Illegitimate.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so that's not even close, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so it's
but that just means they're more true believers of Trump than they were true believers of Hillary, which makes sense to me because
that's fine.
Trump is a bigger
That's
personality
fine.
for me to be behind us.
But at what point do you say, all right, like the Supreme Court, every single court,
Brother,
every state court.
Every 4 years, somebody loses, and whoever loses, it's emotional. Give it time.
Okay,
Give
so
it 12
you're
months.
saying a lot of it is an emotion, not logic.
I think everything right now, quite frankly, if I was the diehard Republican fan right now, if I'm the diehard Trump guy, you know what my number one focus is if I'm a diehard Trump fan? Georgia. That's my number one focus. If I'm a diehard principles of the right, your number one priority ought to be Georgia right now.
Well, then he shouldn't have called into question the integrity of
Kemp?
No, the integrity of elections.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have a harder
backfires on
time
you.
getting out the vote
Yeah.
in Georgia because of this.
Yeah.
In my opinion, final thought here, he was calling it a rigged election in 2016. He somehow won. Right? Now it's another rigged election in 2020. He somehow
We'll see what's
lost.
going to happen. I hope
So-
they don't bother him with him wanting to live in Mar-a-Lago. If he wants to live in a place like this, I hope they
Or in West
let him.
Virginia.
Or West Virginia's got a better song than Palm Beach. I don't know a song in Palm Beach that goes as good as the one from West Virginia.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.